Well, I'm coming to you today from my office in downtown Salt Lake City, and I want to give you a brief overview of an issue in my neighborhood with Union Pacific. Union Pacific is unnecessarily blocking grade crossings in my neighborhood. The problem deals with Union Pacific exchanging cars with the Salt Lake, Garfield, and Western Railway, which today mainly exists to move cars to and from industrial areas west of the airport. But back in the day, the Salt Lake, Garfield, and Western Railway also was the railroad that was moving people to and from the Salt Air Resort. But back to the more pressing issue, there's a train there that I've added to the map. It's moving along west of 1000 West. And what they used to do, they used to drop off some of the cars that weren't going to be moved into the Salt Lake, Garfield, and Western Railway yard. And they would drop those cars off west of 1000 West, where they aren't blocking anything. And they would pull the train past the switch that allows them to access the Salt Lake, Garfield, and Western tracks, and then back the train into the yard. They are no longer parking the train where they should be. They are actually dropping off cars such that they block grade crossings probably a half hour or maybe an hour at a time. And sometimes the trains are shorter and only block 800 West. Sometimes they're longer and they also block 900 West and 1000 West. And this is something that's completely unnecessary. It also blocks the Folsom Trail crossing at 800 West. And every time the trains stop there for extended periods of time, there are people from the neighborhood that often will climb over the train or under the train in order to get through, which is extremely dangerous and something that no one should ever do. But yes, once again, this is something that is completely unnecessary for Union Pacific to be doing. And they should instead be parking the cars west of 1000 West, where they have plenty of space to not block any crossings. There's not really any reason why Union Pacific would be doing this other than to just save a little bit of money on fuel and a little bit of employee time. But unfortunately, it has a huge impact on our neighborhood. And in the future, there is a plan to move the Salt Lake, Garfield, and Western Yard further west to an area where it's not having impact in our neighborhood. It would actually eliminate the need to make these train movements, but that may take several years to actually get implemented. It also will make it a lot easier to do things like the Rocky Mountain Power redevelopment and other projects in the neighborhood. Yeah, thanks for listening to me rant about Union Pacific issues. And if you have any comments, feel free to make comments. Thanks.